for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly what sound tools I'm using, and all the links. Okay, let's drop in there. This song is, I guess you'd say, C minor. And the opening there is going to be a C minor 7 to a C minor 6, so I'm going to voice it thusly. I think you can see my hand. That's actually, I'm playing an E flat chord. I don't like to say fret numbers. I think you can see that. And this is neat. Just move that index back to 10. So cool. And then you come around to a C minor 9. Again, check it. There's a C minor. There's a 9, which is the 10th fret. And then that 11 is the minor 7th. That's a cool voicing. And then it's actually F over C is the 4th chord. Here's an F chord. So I'm just grabbing. By the way, there's slowdown options in YouTube. Put it down to 3/4 speed. Spacebar pauses, arrows go forward and back. I actually do that a lot when I'm transcribing things or following other instructional tutorial materials. Okay, now, the melody and the chords for the verse. Let's see, first phrase is going to be an E flat to a G7 to a C minor. So there's the E flat. That's a caged C-shaped chord. I have a whole course on Truefire.com about the cage system. I really think it's the simplest way to sort everything out. And I like to do things where I keep the melody exactly where it was as an octave. I don't bring it up the octave. Okay, so there we go. That's all I do. 2 and 3, which is because there's a G7. And here comes that C minor. Power chord, minor 7. And then what comes next is going to be almost the same phrase. And then, wait, yeah. Oh, but this is neat. An A flat, minor 6. Here's an A flat. Minor 6 would put it over there. I don't really hit that note in my arrangement. I do hybrid pick it. Watch this hand. Yep. Not easy, but so pretty. And then, oh wait, nope. Goes back to that G7 again. And then this is neat. It comes back around to the A flat. Now the A flat's major. But there's a tone in the track of the 9th of the chord against it, so I hybrid pick again. So I'm flat there, pinky's there, so you double hybrid pick to get that. I should probably do a review of hybrid picking. It's not something I really worked on a lot. It just started becoming useful, and so my hand, thankfully, thanks right hand, just started doing it. And then resolve that tone to that A natural there. The chord is an F. So you get just this 3 and 7, and then drop it, boom, 2, 3, 4. And that's a neat part of the structure of the song. It hangs on that F chord for like 1.5 bars, just a kind of oddly long time. I don't know why. It just does, so that's what we do. And then the kind of turnaround comes back around to this A flat, which I'm going to do with, oddly enough, the 2 weakest fingers, the middle and the pinky. So I can get that melody note there, that F. That's really an F chord. It's the melody, but it's kind of neat to put it in first inversion using an open A. Does it again. this is cool, the turnaround, the cadence. Oh, wait. In counterpoint, they call that contrary motion. The bass line is going, and the melody is going. So again, hybrid picking. So from that, here comes contrary. Neatest thing to do is then to transcribe the saxophone solo. It's always a cool thing to do things that aren't guitar on guitar. So I'm gonna mostly keep it in the place that I know what's going on. My 8th fret pentatonic minor, because that's a lot of the notes are from that. It does go a little bit Dorian, which is what gives it that sound. Here it comes. So first part's very much just blues. I'd like to point out, notice I moved my hand up and I dropped the pick. That's going to give me a warmer, mellower sound. And I'm picking as little as possible to kind of get, again, more of that saxophone sound, the way things will slur together. That's why it's neat to transcribe things that aren't guitar, because they move different. So that little part there, you see that? 10, is that 10? Nope, that's 8, 6, 5, 6. And then neat little jazzy arpeggio. It's like that's just a cool jazzy arpeggio. 5, 6, 6, or 7, 8, which is just playing around with the chord. You know, here's a C minor. That's a cage shape to me. There's that Dorian note again. The Dorian note, just so you know, Dorian is nothing more than a minor scale with a raised 6th degree, and that's what gives it, like, it's minor but jazzy. That's the vibe, man. Neat little thing there. So playing around with that portion of the scale. Here we go. 3rd phrase, ascending in the minor scale. Look at that again. Using 1 fret slides to keep it jazzy. That's kind of the response phrase. So that phrase. 1 fret slide. 1 fret slide. Very useful articulation device. And then another 1 fret slide. So, and yeah, I purposely kept things very much moving along the string this way, which is another, again, trying to make it slidey or trying to make it jazzier. Sure, I could have phrased the whole solo right here, but again, I wanted slurs and slides and swishes and swooshes. Last phrase. And then watch this. Oh, wait. So that part of that phrase. And then the last little thing all the way down. And a little detour. If you wanted to like go down a rabbit hole about that, my advice would be, oh wow, this is C minor, which is, yeah, a key no one works on. There's a C minor chord, 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 there's a C minor chord. And then let's go ahead and look at where the pentatonic is for each, minor pentatonic, because they're minor chords. And the last one. Oh. And then you could go down the next rabbit hole. Where's the natural minor scale for each of those shapes? And Then you then raise the 6th degree. That's the way I see things, though. Everything is in layers. There's the simplest possible thing, which is pentatonics, which are awesome. And then the major or minor scale. And then whatever weird, funky mode it is. That's the way I see stuff. And that's why, to me, it's always the chord shape first, because that's the file that holds all the other information. A chord is a much easier thing to remember than a scale shape. I'm going to say that again. A chord shape is a much easier thing to remember than a scale shape. That's why. Anyway, that last phrase. That's how I knew I could find those notes wherever I wanted to put them. There's a helicopter overhead. I don't know how to play the MASH theme. I should learn that. I think, and then, then as it comes just back around again, I just play the chords as I fade to this section, the instructional section. There you have it. Take it slow, take it piece by piece, and when you think you got it good, don't speed it up. Slow it down, clean it up. That's my thing. Always slow it down and clean it up. Thanks so much to everybody who supports me in all the ways that you do, even if it's just clicking like and subscribe. That keeps me in business with how the internet works. It really does. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza or whatever treat you want. It's Friday. Have a good weekend.